So it is officially 6 days before I go back to Thailand. Some of you know me, some of you may not, but last year in June, I decided that I was moving to Thailand. My lease was up in July. I got all of my stuff, put it in storage, and got a plane ticket and just left. And I was there for 3 months, came back for the holidays, and now I am going back. So, this winter has been brutal. A lot of people want to know why I chose Thailand, why that was my choice of places that I wanted to go. So a couple of things. My first choice was actually Costa Rica. And Costa Rica, I went to like 3 different places. With the exception of Puerto Viejo, I've been told by a lot of people that Puerto Viejo is like the place where I should have gone. But nonetheless, I wanted to go where there was opportunity. So I went to 3 different places in Costa Rica, and a trend that I found in the places that I went to is that Costa Rica is very colonized. Like when you go out there, even when you're in the airports, like you don't see like the people, like Costa Rican people, you do not see them in the airports. All you see are, certain individuals who pretty much like to vacation and take over spaces. So that was kind of the first red flag for me. And then 2, inflation is crazy in Costa Rica. So there's a lot of inflation in the States. There's a lot of inflation in a lot of places, but Costa Rica is one of those places. Whether you're buying land, whether you are moving there, part-time, whatever the case may be, prices are getting kind of crazy and out of control there as well. So after going there a few times, I decided that, okay, I'm not going to Costa Rica anymore. And I was like, all right, so what other options do I have? Because I just knew that I did not want to be in the States. So I was like, I'll go to a couple of different places and figure out where I want to be in. Spirit will let me know. Spirit will guide me in the right direction, whatever's in alignment. So for those of you who do not know, I am a spiritual wellness coach and a vegan health nutrition coach as well. And I also, I guess you could say I'm an influencer on Instagram, Vegan Tastes Good. Same handle that I have on here, but I do juice recipes and I work with some brands. But I knew that wherever I went, like I wanted to plant roots. I wanted to be able to, just expand more on my retreats. I host retreats, wellness retreats, and they're, just great for building community, for like minds, for people who look like me, even people who don't look like me, just like minds being able to come together, being able to heal, being able to experience the culture and get the blessings from the individuals who are of these countries that we're visiting. I did not get that feel when I was in Costa Rica. It's kind of like, they thrive off of tourism. So when individuals are coming in and they're contributing money to the economy, they may not have the blessings of the people. And I'm not with that. Wherever I am and wherever I end up, I want to make sure that I am wanted there. I want to make sure that I can contribute to the community and be a part of the community and not just be there, because I can. Privilege. So I decided that, hey, I have a couple of retreats. I had retreats in Indonesia last year, and then I also had retreats in Mexico. So I decided, hey, since I'm going to be in Southeast Asia, let me swing by Thailand for a little bit, spend a few weeks there before I go to Indonesia. And from there, I was like, then I'll go to Mexico, see how that feels. I've always loved Mexico also, by the way. But it's kind of feeling the same. Certain parts are starting to feel the same way that it had felt when I was in Costa Rica. So rewind back to Thailand. That's where I went first. As soon as I got off the plane, I went to Phuket first. Just to let you know. So I went to Phuket as soon as I got off the plane. This instant, overwhelming feeling of peace. People smiling at you, not because you're a tourist, not because they're like, just because they're genuinely happy. Like, these people are happy. They're full of joy and peace. And you just feel so much, like, nurturing when you're out there. Just from stepping off of the plane, not even interacting with anyone yet. So then my ride comes to pick me up and take me to the place that I was staying at. And when I tell you, just like every single day, it felt like time was slowing down. Time got slower and slower and slower. Even though I was only there for a couple of weeks, I felt like I was there for like a month, because time just felt like it was slowing down so much. My spirit could slow down. My body could slow down. I was able to recalibrate my nervous system in a way that just allowed me to just be, to just exist and not have to worry about, anything going on around me. And then the food is amazing. GMOs are banned in Thailand, which is absolutely amazing. So your food is fresh. The cuisine is amazing. I could eat Thai food every single day. And one thing a lot of people ask about is language barriers. So there's not really much. I mean, there is a language barrier. I'm working on learning Thai. But I will say that the people in Thailand, they have so much patience. And when they see that you don't speak English, even if they can speak English, they will say what it is that they're trying to say in English, and then they'll say it in Thai. So that way you can hear both. They don't just, kind of conform and like, oh, you speak English, I'm just going to talk to you in English. But they'll say what they have to say in English, and they'll say it in Thai. So that way you can try to understand and, slowly learn. So I appreciate that about Thailand as well. So after going there, immediately I was like, this is where I want to be. I'm set. But I was like, let me check out Bali, Indonesia, and see how I feel about there. So I went to Bali, and Bali is a magical place. When I tell you guys, if you go to Bali just for 5 to 7 days, it will completely just change your way of thinking and feeling spiritually, even without trying. Like, the dreams that I had out there were absolutely transformative for me as an individual. The group that I hosted in Bali, I think all of us left changed just for the best, for the better. I'll show you a clip of one of the purification and cleansing ceremonies that we did. But yeah, so I went to Bali. I came back home, went to Mexico. Mexico was cool. There were a lot of challenges with this retreat. The retreat was amazing. The group that I hosted, they were absolutely lovely. I will say it's one of my favorite groups that I've ever hosted. Yes, happy birthday! But then again, like I said, Mexico is one of those places. There are a lot of tourists. And it is slowly becoming very inflated with the pricing, with just tourism. It is what it is. So I ended up going back home. I'm probably gonna have to make a part 2 for this. So I'll just stop it now, and then I'll make a part 2.